Welcome to the Adobe Photoshop online course. My name is Monica Martinez. I am the Senior Director of Professional Development here at TCEA, and I will be your facilitator for this course. This is an online self-paced course, and so you'll be able to move through the different modules at your own pace. When you first come to this site, you will land on the main home page where you'll find the course objectives, the timeline for this class, requirements, and any instructions on the basics of how you will be turning in your assignments. Over to the left-hand side, you'll find all of the different links that you'll be using for this particular course. So you'll make your way through each of these different modules. And at the end, once you've completed everything, you will complete the last link there is for the survey. So please do fill out that survey so that you can go ahead and complete everything that's required for this course and to receive credit. There are also some additional resources located down there below that are specific to different kinds of tools and resources you can use when using Photoshop. In case you have any questions over the course of this particular class, you do have my contact information located there on the left-hand side of the home landing page. Please feel free to call or email me with any questions, concerns, or comments that you might have in relation to this particular class. Once you've completed viewing this particular video, which is your orientation video, you can go ahead and start by reviewing the course objectives and the timeline and the requirements. Once you've completed reviewing that, you can go ahead and start by simply going into the first link, which is your first module, which is Tools. For every single module, what you will find is that there are a set of instructions. Also listed at the top, you will find the objectives. And then below that, you'll actually find what each of those assignments are going to be that you're going to be working on. In some cases, you might find some videos that you're required to watch in order to help better explain the different tips and processes that you're going to be doing in that particular assignment. And once you do that, you will then continue down and then you'll find the instructions for being able to submit your assignment, and those will be available under every single one. At the very bottom of the page, you will sometimes see that there are attachments. There are cases where I've already put together a Photoshop file that's ready for you to use, and it's just it's going to have pretty much a blank page with, if there's an image we're working on, it'll already have that image in there, and so that's the file you will use. To download any files that are located at the bottom of any of your modules, you'll go down over to the right-hand side and click on the arrow, and that's going to allow you to download that particular file onto your computer. All downloaded files will go to where downloaded files normally go on your computer, and that'll be different for everyone. So you're looking for where your downloaded files would go. If you have trouble finding your downloaded files, please do connect with your IT person at your campuses, at your schools, as they would know where those are designated to land. For the most part, if they don't go directly to your desktop, you should be able to see off of your folders a downloaded folder, and you would be able to find that file there. Like I said earlier, you'll be moving through the modules, and you can move through these at your own pace, even though you have plenty of time to work through these like one per week, because this course does run over the course of multiple days and weeks. Well, you can actually complete this entire course at your pace, so you could do it over a weekend, you could also do it over a couple of weeks, etc. So it's completely up to you how you want to move through these. But once you complete the first one and have submitted that assignment, you can move on to the next one. You do not have to wait for me to provide feedback or anything like that. You can turn them in as you go through it and complete the assignment. So once you've completed Tools, you click on Special Effects to move on to the next one. And then you'll see once again the objectives. You'll have some instructions on what you need to do. And once again, in most cases, you'll find that there are some files attached down at the bottom that you'll need to use to be able to complete those assignments. I do want to point out that in some cases, you are provided with a PDF file that has all of the screenshots and step-by-step instructions for those assignments. You are welcome to print these instructions out so that you can have them while you're working on those particular projects. That way you can have them side by side next to your computer so that you can follow the instructions that are on there. And that might actually be easier than trying to toggle back and forth between the link to the attachment. So you want to download that file and then open it up and print it if you'd like so that you can follow along. So like I said, you have 3 different modules that you're going to go through: tools, special effects, and techniques. Once you have completed all of those projects that are listed on there, remember you are submitting your assignments. Each of them have instructions specifically for how you will label or name your files when you're going to submit them. All assignments are to be submitted to me, to my email address, mmartinez@tcea.org, so that I can go ahead and receive those and mark your those particular assignments that you've submitted, mark that off as completed. Once I receive all of your assignments, you will thereafter receive a follow-up email with some feedback as well as completion, letting you know you've either completed the course or if you're missing something. And you will receive that after the course ends. So the course wraps up on March 7th, and so you'll be receiving notification of completion after March 7th. Once again, if you have any questions about this course, please feel free to contact me either via email or phone, and I will get back to you as soon as possible on any questions you might have. Best of luck on this course. I hope you enjoy it, and if you have any questions, like I said, please let me know, and I look forward to receiving your assignments.